Good thing is, by the time this video airs, we should be in our bigger space. You think you can get 5 though? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe like 15 works per day.
Yeah, you make 5.
A couple pounds of boost will fix that.
Yeah.
So, I cracked mine.
Is that what happened? The clutch slip?
Yeah, that was the clutch slip. Vroom vroom stuff likes to make heat, so we got a titanium heat wrap on a downpipe, the Funk Motorsports a turbo blanket and wastegate blanket. I also have the hydro fan being controlled by the ECU, which is pretty cool, so I can actually vary the fan speed and control it through the ECU based on different temperatures and parameters. He's got a wallbore 450 in the tank, which should suffice. We're looking to probably, I don't know, make around upwards of 500 at the tire on pump gas.
They might have more in her.
Just about sums it up. We'll see what it does.
I'm excited. It's like 100 degrees, so sorry I'm a sweaty mess, but this car sounds legit amazing.
So you can put a muffler in the car and make it quiet, and when you get on boost, the wastegate opens up and it'll be this loud.
Yeah, why not put them on?
Oh,
All right, so today Edgar and I are installing HKS. Is it HKS clutch?
got a HKS twin disc clutch for Aaron's Supra.
Yo, this Joan popping out over here. Get right out.
Yeah, so unfortunately the clutch started slipping on the dyno.
So far the clutch seems fine.
Towards the end, as soon as we cracked 500 at the tire. And luckily Andrew still had his clutch from the Cresta that has all of 2 days worth of driving on it, because he broke the trans 2 days after doing a single turbo conversion and putting in that clutch. So yeah, HKS twin disc and going in this car now. So
Hey, we are doing our part to reuse race car parts, save the environment. Yeah. Where do we start? Underneath?
no, I'm gonna unplug the battery first.
Why?
You gotta pull the starter off.
Oh.
If people forget to unplug the battery, they pull the starter off, but then that positive thermal arcs on something and they short the whole battery off.
Okay, kids, so first step, disconnect the battery. Why do you have to remove the shifter assembly?
Disconnect the trans from the car on these Supras. Disconnect that.
How many screws were holding that on back there?
There's one here and there's 2 here, but there wasn't a screw in that hole because the foot insert is ripped out. You know, because people's hands have been in here. No, you definitely don't make it easy, Toyota. Alright. So we got 4 10mm bolts holding the ring that holds this rubber gasket for the shifter assembly. And then once we get that taken off, we're done with that.
So you're gonna remove that instead of just leaving it on and pulling it down with the trams? Like you're what?
Yeah, because it makes it a little bit easier.
Sure about that?
So I think. Come on, Toyota, you put this big old floppy condom on here. So it's just there's 2 pieces. What? Yeah, once you deal with getting that clusterfuck off, ideally, that is supposed to unthread from the shifter assembly. The shifter is supposed to, yeah. And Toyota does this nice job of having a 2-piece rubber gasket around the shifter. So when it is molded or stapled together, as this one has staples on it. So this is stapled together. You can see the hole for the larger portion of the shifter versus the hole on the bottom behind it. So you really can't just go pulling it up. So
Let me see the size difference, sorry.
Yeah, they used to right there.
Oh, that teeny little hole is what the bottom goes through? Ooh.
What you think she is and what she actually is. Hey, yo! Kind of just cracked it open, pulled the top off, and then weaseled the bottom out. Yeah, I mean, that's stuck on there pretty good. You get guys who like, you know, they cram down on the shifter knob to make it tight so it doesn't come loose and the gears on the shifter is in the right position. But yeah, I mean, and then that's, you know, 30-year-old car, so it's probably locked down pretty good. What I'm doing, rather than trying to separate this from this, I'll just see. Yeah, there we go. I know it does have a little bit of play too that he was concerned about. You want to hand me my gun real quick?
Yeah. Hey, there you go.
There we go. So that'll make it a lot easier on. Oh yeah, I can see that this puppy is definitely one. Look at that. It has definitely seen better days. So that'll probably be next on the list of to-dos. So this gets inserted into that shaft. No, it's like a plastic, like a Teflon almost, like plastic. And you can see how it's not, it's supposed to be perfectly round. And this edge is supposed to be flat, but you can see how it's like...
definitely riveted.
Yeah.
It looks
that's
like
from
a tip of something.
From banging all them gears. Wow. And you can see how it's loose inside. If I hold it, it's loose. So that explains why the shifter is a little bit sloppy.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely expected with an older one.
Old shitbox problems.
Okay, you're next.
I wonder what clutch is installed here. Aaron doesn't know, and you never know what the PP is going to do. I mean, the pressure plate's stamped Asian, so I mean, it's probably something relatively of stock nature. Whether it's an OEM Toyota one, don't know, but it's gotta come out.
Either way, it's slipping.
Slippity-doo-dah. So his speedometer doesn't work, and he suspected the cable was broken, but we never took it apart to look into it. So upon pulling out the cable and the speed sensor, or the gear, I undid it just to see what was on the inside, and sure enough, the end of the cable is snapped off. So that explains why the speedometer does not work.
So Driveshaft, then transmission.
Yeah. I'll have to loosen up the motor nose so the trans can tilt back. And then take all the bell housing bolts off and should be able to pop it off.
A stock Driveshaft?
No.
It doesn't look.
It doesn't look like it's stock. It looks like it's one-piece steel. Yeah.
Would it have been two-piece?
Yeah, factory's two-piece. They got a center support bearing right here.
Oh yeah, okay.
And it's two-piece.
Dripping.
Just gotta put the butt plug inside. Now she ain't leaking no more.
Oh man, that gear oil.
Smells good as fuck.
New bushing. You can see it is round. No grooves like the old one. Right now Edgar is dropping the trans or attempting to. He's a little frustrated because it's like very tight spot and can't really maneuver it as he normally would. So I'm going to come back to you when it's out because he's struggling right now.
Alright, so the new HKS twin disc is finally installed. Had a hard time getting the trans off as these tunnels in these Mark IIIs are super tight. Got that out, got the old clutch off. The old clutch was actually in good condition. It just could not hold the torque that the engine was producing. And yeah, it just straight up slipped on the dyno as soon as we went over 500. And it appears to be like a completely stock replacement clutch.
What's stock?
This will hold the power and we shouldn't have any issues.
Edgar has the trans up, sort of, almost.
Yeah,
halfway.
almost. Get her done.
Are you gonna take it for an alignment?
Yeah, probably in a little bit. I might have to adjust the pedal just to get it to grab in a spot that's, you know, comfortable. I mean, it seems to be okay, actually. But yeah, I mean, the clutch fluid was horrible. Had to flush that whole system out.
Yeah,
And yeah, it smelled like piss. Yeah, it was bad. So I mean, it feels pretty good. Seems to be working all right.
Take for a spin?
Yeah.
Not raining yet.
Peels, it crumbles, it warps, you know, and it just it makes the car look a lot cleaner when you have
Oh,
nice
absolutely.
edge molding and stuff on the chassis.
Well, as you can see, we're missing some pieces on the Mark III. Edgar and I are installing HKS. Is it HKS clutch?
Yeah.
Today we're installing HK. Today we are installing HKS clutch on Aaron's. I can't tell them what we're doing.